Thank you to Squarespace for sending us to CES 2016 this year. Check out their link in the description down below, which is squarespace.com/Linus, and use offer code Linus for 10% off.
So we're here in an LG suite actually prior to the opening of the main show to have a sneak peek at some of the stuff that they'll be showing off on the show floor. So to my left, we've got their new Super UHD TVs, which is UHD, so 3840 by 2160 resolution, but now with Super. So there's actually 3 lines within their LCD lineup of Super UHD TVs, and you get a variety of different features, better contrast, things like high dynamic range, depending on which tier you spring for. But this is the real star of the show. So it's part of LG's new Signature Series concept, which is supposed to be the best of what they can do in terms of design as well as performance. And while some of the other products in the Signature Series are stuff that we don't generally cover, like washing machines, this is definitely right up our alley. So this is the G6 series of OLED TVs, and it builds on the previous generation flagship OLEDs from LG in a number of key ways. So number 1 is that while you can't improve on perfect black, that is to say the pixel being effectively off whenever there's black displayed on the screen, you can improve the maximum brightness. So it's still effectively infinite contrast, but this allows it to achieve what LG is calling HDR Pro. So it's a level of high dynamic range image quality that you can't achieve unless you've made the tweaks that they've made to the pixels in the last year. They've actually dramatically improved the color reproduction of them as well, making these TVs capable of 99% of the DCI cinema color space, much like those LG monitors that we use to produce our videos back at the studio. Which is all fine and good. That covers the performance part of the Signature Series, but I haven't talked anything about the design, and it shouldn't come as any surprise that LG's come back this year with bigger and, yes, my friends, the other big trend, thinner. So this puppy right here is actually an astonishing 2.7 millimeters thick across pretty much the entirety of the back of the display. Okay, yes, there is a little bump in the back for some structural support as well as to attach to the base, which cleverly, by the way, integrates a Harman Kardon collaborated 4.2 80-watt soundbar, but the actual electronics have been moved outside of the TV, something that I've been saying, someone's going to do this eventually. They're going to have to build a thinner TV and they're going to go, okay, well, we've run out of room for HDMI ports even. Let's just take it completely outside of the box, and they have effectively done it. Not only that, but the OLED panel is now mounted on a gorgeous piece of glass, giving it a very premium look and feel. Not to say that I'm recommending that you go and touch your TV all the time. It's just that the image looks so unbelievable, even here in the suite, which is not necessarily ideal viewing conditions, that you might actually be tempted to. So thanks for checking out our coverage of the LG suite here, just kind of in advance of the rest of the show at CES 2016. I want to take this time to give a huge shout out to Squarespace for allowing us to be down here at the show. If you guys are looking to build a website, if you want it to be simple and work great across a variety of devices, check out Squarespace and head over to squarespace.com/Linus and use offer code Linus to save 10% on your new website.